Okay, everybody. Flashback to your seminary days. Scripture mastery. You guys ready? Okay, 2nd Nephi 2:25. Adam fell that men might be, and men are that they might have joy. That's what I want to speak to you tonight about. I want to talk to you and share with you a little bit about my life and a story about myself and what brings me joy in my life. And what I'm going to be talking about, the story comes from is parenthood. I'm a young parent of 3, and this does bring joy. And I'm hoping that you'll take from my story 2 things out of it. The joy that it does bring to my life. And second, that while parenting can be at times overwhelming and even difficult or challenging, it is very much worth the journey it takes us on. So basically, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and my kids. And like I told you, I have 3 kids, okay? My oldest is my daughter. She was born in 2008, and she's doing very well today. Today she's in kindergarten, doing very well. Smart, bright young girl, very energetic and full of life. Shortly after she was born, we'll give a little bit of time, my wife and I were thinking about growing our family and having more children. But she had some difficulty. There was other stresses that came into our life at the time, and we had some very challenging times. She did wind up becoming pregnant, and she eventually lost that baby, though. She miscarried the baby, and this only added to the stress of things. So more time went by and progressed, and we gave it a little more time, and she once again, tried for another time to get pregnant. She wound up getting pregnant a second time after the birth of our daughter. A few months into this pregnancy, she again was having some difficulties with it and became very worried because a lot of the same symptoms she had before she miscarried, she was having again. One day while I was at work, I received a phone call. It was from my wife, and she was in tears and crying, and she was telling me that she felt that she was losing this baby as well, and it had become so bad. She was having pains, and it was become so bad that she was going to go to the emergency room. Thankfully, it was a blessing in my life that I have an employer that I still work for to this day, who was very understanding. And I explained to him that I needed to leave work early, that I needed to go and be with my wife. He told me go ahead and take care of what I needed to take care of. Now I work about 20 minutes from where I live, and my wife had gone to the hospital near our home, so it took me a while to get to where I was going. And just as I was getting onto the off ramp to exit the freeway, the hospital being right near the freeway, my phone rang, and I picked it up. You're not supposed to talk on your cell phones when you drive, but I did pick it up. It was my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was the one that had taken my wife to the hospital that day. And I asked her, I says, do I need to keep coming? She says, yeah. I first asked, is everything all right? She says, yeah, everything's all right. Still come to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and I entered this room, and there was my wife, my mother-in-law, and a nurse, and they've all turned to me and grinned. And now I'm a little bit confused, right? And they hand me a sonogram. And they're labeled on the sonogram, twin A, twin B. The pains weren't coming from the fact that she was miscarrying. No, they were coming because there was 2 babies growing in the same amount of space. We were about to have twins. Today we do have those twins. We have 2 little twin boys. They're about a year and a half old. Bright, strong, healthy little boys. Tremendous. Nothing's more overwhelming. Well, I guess there's a lot of things that can be more overwhelming, but I'll tell you what, in my life, it was one of the most overwhelming things to hear when I found out you're going to be the father of twins. You're going to raise twins. But I'll tell you, there's been this, and among other things, that have challenged myself and my wife as parents. But we have always found a way, always drawing back to the things where we began, the scriptures and our faith, and the things that we have been taught and shared by our parents, so that we can take part, because there's been so many more stories of joy. While having twins could seem overwhelming, it's also been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I hope that having heard all this, that what does resonate out of it is that you can really see from me the joy that came from being a parent. Thank you.